Hey guys, and happy Sunday. Nope, Saturday. it's gonna go on Saturday. I messed up last week and I made the video, edited it, uploaded it, but I didn't post it because I uploaded it when I went to sleep and forgot to do the shit yesterday. The whole thing. Anyways, you guys still got it, so it's not too big of a problem. But I don't know, I felt like, I kind of missed the weekend. I like talking to you guys on the weekend. I like my formula. Not even my formula, just my consistency. I don't like to throw you guys too many curveballs. But anyways, so on a side note, the thing I was missing, and I think I forgot to tell you guys because I kept saying there was someone who commented, and I said I would reply to it. I might have still forgot, like that. I may have done that, but a new thing is that for like 2 Let's Talks, I've been meaning to tell you guys something, but I forgot about it completely. And do you guys know what's amazing and sick? So I have a Twitter, just a side thing. I don't really use it too much. I just use it to post videos. So if you like my videos, you want to have notifications for them, then go to my Twitter. I gotta make it a point to saving it in my description file so that you guys always get that. Like, you guys always get the link to my Twitter, my Twitter and my Twitch. Even though I don't use my Twitch too much. We still have to wrap up Far Cry Primal Easter egg thing, but let's be honest, none of us really want to go out of our way to do that. We're gonna do it, but like, no one wants to watch that video, I don't think. I'll probably make it fun. I just spat so much. I probably will make it fun in some manner, but yeah. Anyways, that thing that I was talking about that I really wanted to tell you guys for like 2 Let's Talks, but I completely spaced out and forgot about it, is on my Twitter. I tweet my videos out. The crazy thing is that 2K, the game studio company, a while back, it was right around the time when I was releasing the Battleborn Let's Play, not the character guides, but the Let's Play. They retweeted one of my Let's Plays, and it got like a ton of love, like I got a ton of people retweeting it, and that's awesome. But the thing that baffled me and shocked me completely is that they did that. The legit 100 million or something, not 100 million, holy fuck, a million Twitter followers account actually tweeted my video, which was crazy to me. That like baffles my mind that happened, especially considering they have like 1 million plus followers. So I was like, holy shit, it's some next level craziness. I'm not sure if the audio is just kind of awful right now because I'm pretty far away from it, and that's not great. You know, we don't want that. But anyways, yeah, I thought that was amazing. I was just like, what? Like, when this doesn't happen, not to me at least. This is crazy. And I was super crazy, like daunted almost, because so many random people that don't exactly fall into my videos kind of just were like dropped into one. So I was hoping it was okay. The video that they posted though was not a terrible one. I didn't hate it. Which is usually the case with some of the things that get really popular, like the videos that do really well randomly. It's the video that I'm acting like a robot or I'm acting like a complete and total brainless crazy person, which, I mean, I kind of go back and forth. I kind of become like a robot at times, but I kind of become brainless, crazy, ravenous monster at also times. That didn't make any sense. But anyways, hey guys, on a side note, I'm an asshole. Not really. Okay, so, well, yeah. but here's the thing. I haven't replied to comments yet. Last week I was behind, so I answered comments on Wednesday, which is not how I do things. I answer stuff on the weekend just because it's when I have most time. It's when you guys can kind of look for a message, especially considering I always tell you guys to reply to comments on the weekend. But what ended up happening is I wanted to get back on track, read messages and replied to a lot of them on Wednesday, and then this week came around, so I was just like, alright, we'll just wait until weekend happens and then we'll answer questions. So today, what's left of the day, it's currently 11 p.m., but I'm going to answer a bunch of questions, and I'm going to answer, I shouldn't say that, I'm not going to, I'm going to read as many as I'm read all of them. I'm going to reply to as many as I can, and that kind of thing, just in case you guys did say something in the videos. A lot of you guys are really good about saying if I misspell something in the description or in the title or something, or if the thumbnail's messed up, you guys usually tell me, and I usually quickly fix it. But because I haven't replied to comments in a while, like 5 days a while, I could have uploaded something in those 5 days. It's completely like, you said the name wrong or something like that. So I'm hoping that's not the case, but it very well might be. Anyways, on a side note, I'm kind of waiting because I'm pretty sure one of you guys already commented it in the Elena video, the Battleborn Elena videos I uploaded. But I was just watching a video of a person doing Elena video, like the gameplay as well, and I was wanting to see how he played the character. But he said it differently, so I'm pretty sure when I go to check that comment section of that video, it's just gonna be people filled with like anger and despair, being like, "Hey man, it's spelled this way," and I'm like, "You need to relax the name. I mean, I get it, but goddamn." I mentioned that in the Battleborn videos. A lot of people just get like real heated about names. Weirdly enough, like the gameplay doesn't matter, your commentary doesn't matter. Your accuracy with info, despite you literally shitting on yourself at every turn, people still expect complete and utter like information, accuracy, and everything, despite the words best player or skilled player or MLG in the fucking title being not there. They still expect that, which is makes me fucking baffled, because especially when it has a title like our team comp is sick or something like that, they expect a massive degree of like crazy information, which I do my best, don't get me wrong, I do my best in the first 10 minutes of the video or 4 minutes of video. But yeah, this is not directed to you guys. You guys are probably not the same people that do this. Those are like the one-hit wonders that watch the video are like, okay, I hate this guy's voice, but fuck it. And then you guys don't. Or maybe you do, but you put out with it because the gameplay's maybe not terrible. I don't know. I just hit my mic. But, on a side note, the Bungie is going to have a stream next Thursday that's going to talk about the new stuff in Destiny, which should be pretty great. But honestly, I'm not really worried because I just love the two type of games that are at my disposal right now, which is Battleborn and Overwatch. Battleborn is actually, I hear a lot of people act like it's dead, like it's just like it lost. It's like, no, there's a lot of money and potential in second place. That's something people don't understand. Like for instance, Samsung. And Microsoft and all these other people that still make cell phones. People can easily say, well, Apple is dominating that phone range. Why even try? You're in second place. But they're still making a lot of money in second place. Same thing with Xbox One and PS4. PS4 is outselling the Xbox One like crazy, but that doesn't mean the Xbox One isn't making a ton of money because of the fact that there's a lot of money in second place. So I don't know why people are like, it's dead. It's like, I know, there's still a lot of people that play it. It's renowned to being one of the great games that are out right now. I think it has like an average 8.5, which is a game that at that level you put it on your list to, I have to play this type of game. Like I have a list right now of games I have to play when I get money. And by get money, I don't mean I'm not like poor as hell, but I don't know. There's certain games that I really want to play, like Shadow of the Warrior. There's just a lot of games that are coming out that I really want to play. And I want to make sure I have enough money to get them. And also, dude, I don't know, man. I'm always been like a chintzy bastard. Like I've always been like, I'm not sure if I'm gonna play that a lot, because I've gotten burned by quite a bit of games. Like the last one I played that I got really screwed over was oh, what was it? I think it was one earlier than this, but this is the one that comes to mind. I'm pretty sure there's one that just came out that I got, and I just hated it. Anyways, Wolfenstein, the old blood, or 1990 something, I don't know. It was the Wolfenstein game, the remake, and everyone was like, it's the fucking best. It got 8s and stuff, and I'm just like, I don't get it. I really didn't like that game for whatever reason. I just thought it was clunky. I thought the character was kind of numb. Like, that's the thing with storytelling, is it's not the storytelling is valuable, but it's not as valuable as gameplay and fun mechanics. But that doesn't mean it doesn't package the thing you're getting a little bit better. In games, you'd be surprised how valuable that is, especially considering the only real storytelling in that game, like that was really at an all-time high, was the character. That's usually how it works in a gunner shooter kind of game, like Call of Duty. Even Call of Duty stories have cool, compelling characters in some way or shape or form. Wolfenstein guy was dead inside. He was the most bland human being on the planet. Duke Nukem, and that's saying a lot, had a little bit more oomph than that guy, because Jesus Christ, he had no emotion. He was just a really boring character that I didn't want to know anything about, and I wasn't interested in, and I couldn't relate to on any level. So that's kind of where I feel like the pull to a game, because gameplay is great and it'll keep you playing, but there's a story that you kind of want to finish the game for. That's kind of how it goes, because eventually anything is going to get repetitive, so you want to have something that is pulling you in that direction at least. Gameplay will stick you to the ground, but it won't lead you anywhere, and leading you somewhere is the point that a game does. Anyways, and also the gun mechanics got old real fast. I'm not sure. Maybe it was because I wasn't born in the era of Duke Nukem. Not Duke Nukem. Yeah, Duke Nukem or Doom. I think I'll enjoy Doom a lot, though. Bethesda did like crazy shit with that game that I think I'll really enjoy. And then Wolfenstein was just kind of this, I don't know. Again, I may have missed the ball because I didn't experience that and I didn't have a nostalgia trip, but I don't know. Anyways, with the other game that I got on my list is, of course, Uncharted 4? Yeah, 4, right? Yeah, no, 4. Okay, Uncharted 4, because, my God, it was so hard and annoying that I couldn't watch any of the Let's Plays, because I guess Naughty Dog paid a lot of, like, bigger YouTubers to do Let's Plays of the game, which is awesome and fine. Like, awesome that they're supporting that aspect of the community. They're not like, hey, don't show our game, asshole. They're like, well, they're gonna do it anyway. Let's give them a little bit earlier access and make it easier for them, which is awesome. But it was so hard for me not to watch those because I still really want to play that game, and it sucks because that's all they were uploading for a solid week. So it's like your main content source just dries up, and you're like, God damn, what am I gonna do? So I'll tell you what I did. I ended up watching. I like the two things that I really like is video editing, games, and then anime. Anime, I it's the one I kind of leave to dry a little bit. I don't really go crazy with it. And you guys know this. I talked about on stream that I really actually do like anime quite a bit. But what I ended up doing is I kept hearing, I'm a big fan of really weird things that basically show you the other side of the coin. So for instance, with my favorite types of games are Shadow Warrior, The Darkness 2, The Darkness 1, a couple other games, basically games that are kind of show you a monster, but then show that it's not always a bad guy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it kind of flips it on its head in a way, which I really like, and that's exactly what a lot of animes do, is they kind of like show you the other side of things. But the anime I wanted to watch was called Tokyo Ghoul. It's real popular. I know you guys seen it. It's not like, oh, what is that? Unless you really don't anime and you're completely out of that loop. But anyways, I thought it was going to be one of the darkest anime I've ever watched, which maybe be a little melodramatic, but anyways, but not even close, dude. I watched the first episode and I was like, okay, this is kind of okay. It's a bit much. It's not even that. It was kind of like, all right, well, whatever. And the reason why I didn't think it was that crazy is because I watched an anime called Dead Man Wonderland, and oh my god, if you want to see an anime that is the anime that you give to people when they say anime is a cartoon that children watch, that's the anime you give them. In the first episode, I don't want to. If you don't want any spoilers, then just click off the video. I'm just gonna say bye after I'm done talking about anime. So, yeah. Anyways, have a good week if that's what you're doing. But what happens in the opening scene of this anime, Dead Man Wonderland, is literally there's this kid and he's surrounded by his friends and he's enjoying life and he's kind of happy and he's kind of quirky. That's the main protagonist, as all anime characters are, main characters at least. Anyways, what ends up happening is he ends up looking out the window and seeing this kind of like weird floating human. He's like, what the fuck, am I going crazy? Then she just fucking nukes the entire class. Now you think, oh god, that's terrible in itself. Well, it actually goes into like a first person perspective with him looking around, and then his like best friend, which is a girl, head just kind of rolls in underneath his knees, and he sees the dead head of his best friend, and the friend that she was just kind and nice, and she's just dead. She just blood's everywhere. Little children corpses are all over the place. It's just fucked. It's just so fucked. Now, I know some of you guys right now are probably like, oh dude, there's this anime or manga that is this, and that. And I'm like, alright, no, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about torture porn. I'm not talking about some animes that are literally that. I'm talking about animes that do something for a really weird and somewhat sick creative means. So for instance, in Dead Man Wonderland, the reason why it started off so brutal is because this kid was going to go into an even brutaler state, and at the end of the anime you start to realize, like, holy shit, this is all kind of making sense, and it's never creepy. I don't want to, well, I wouldn't say that. It depends on if you find blood and, like, you know, a bone-breaking creepy. It's more so thriller, I guess you could say that. It's not horror, at least that's, I don't think about it like that. But, yeah, don't get that from the anime. Don't be like, oh, I'm not into horror or anything like that. It's just kind of brutal. If you play video games, you should be okay. You should be, like, okay with blood and guts and all that other stuff. Plus, the storytelling is pretty nice. But, it's also very fucked up, because if you get to the end, it's like, oh, God, Jesus. Yeah, it's all of those things. Same with Tokyo Ghoul and Dead Man Wonderland. All of the blood and carnage has a point. As messed up as it is, it does have a point and a purpose where the author is trying to push you, not just down the road of, oh my god, that's fucking gross and that's messed up and who watches this. It's not just for that purpose. Whereas some animes, I think there's an anime with like beetles on the moon and they like tear up people, and it's like a manga and it's just fucking like horrible. But it's not what I'm talking about. That is literally torture porn to me. That's fucked up. That just has no purpose, and it's just there to be violent and gross and to be a horror, which is not what I'm talking about. That's not the anime that I'm referring to. Anyways, back to Tokyo Ghoul. The one thing I wanted to talk about is, one, it's a great anime. Like, it's really good. You're not gonna watch it, I don't think. Well, if any things I just talked about kind of pique your interest a little bit, then you're probably gonna enjoy it. But I will say this: it's a great anime, worth a watch, good, it's great, awesome. But I will say that one of the criticisms that I heard was that the anime, sorry, is very. It's season 2. It kind of drops off. It kind of just becomes. Nah. Now, I don't really take in critics' reports that often because a lot of times I don't agree with them, and a lot of times games, TV shows, and movies are all kind of art, which can be perceived in many different ways. I don't really take that into too much consideration, but I completely understand what they meant by season 2. Kind of, I'm not going to spoil anything, but season 2 kind of being a bit irrelevant to a certain degree, and the same anime that I had a problem with that did this, and it did it on a way worse scale, is called Freezing. There's Freezing, and then Freezing 2, it's on Netflix, I believe, that anime. Yeah, it's very like, ooh, if you don't like the stereotypical anime boobs and all that other stuff, if you can't laugh at that, I think that's hilarious. I think whenever there's any sort of weird, like overly sexualized thing, I laugh my ass off because it's just the most awkward, weird thing you've ever seen, and it only come from Japan, which is amazing, and I love that. A lot of people get butthurt about it and are like, that's disgusting. Anime is an art form, you fucking, and like, you need to relax. You're fucking miserable, I bet. Anyways, back to the thing at hand. The Freezing season 1, I loved. It had a cool concept. It had a cool idea. Everything was really neat. But then season 2, what they ended up doing was stupid because they take this character, the character that in all of season 1, you invest all your time into these two characters, mainly this dude. I'm not going to spoil anything, but this dude is the main focus for everything that is going on, and you end up kind of liking this dude because he's kind of a heroic type, but yet he knows his limitations and all that other stuff, and he tries to push them, but he still knows that he can't do certain things, which is great. And you start to like this character, as you do, because you spend enough time with the character, you start to like them. But in season 2, they just did a 180 and started telling you a bunch of stories that you didn't really ask for or want to hear about characters that you didn't know and had no real depth and or like super intrigue. Like in season 2, there's probably like 30 to 20 minutes of airtime of the main character in season 1, which is the character that everyone fucking likes. And then season 2, the side character is kind of the main character now, except she's got a lot of shit going on, and it's all kind of fucked up. And the things that take place, I think in episode 8, are kind of dodgy and kind of fucked up a little bit. And she's just kind of a dead character. She's not really like really likable. She's kind of like oh, she's cute. That's all it is. Like, it's not like she did things that I stand behind. It's always like, I mean, I miss the one dude who we were following because he did shit and he actually like went out of his way to do shit, and it was like action packed. And this whole damn season 2 is just a bunch of stories that no one asked for, and they don't really feel like they belong in any way, shape, or form. And the main character that you taught us to love is now just gone, pretty much, and he doesn't do anything. What the fuck? Like, that's what my problem with Freezing season 2 was. Again, none of you guys are gonna know what the hell I'm talking about unless you've seen these, or hopefully I'm doing a decent job of explaining it. But anyways, back to Tokyo Ghoul. It suffers from the same problem as it kind of gives you a story that nobody was really asking for, and it gives you a bunch of characters. No one really is like invested in the character or anything like that, and it takes like a big U-turn. Don't get me wrong, I still think it's great. I like the fact that they didn't just do what worked, they tried something new, but you still gotta bank on some stuff being a pattern, you know what I mean? Like, it's great to try things new, but you still should have some repetition in there somewhere where people can see something that is not new, so you don't just feel like you're getting your legs kicked out from under you. You kind of feel like you're progressing instead of just feeling like you're like, where the fuck am I? What just happened? What is this anime anymore? We were right here, and then in like 3 episodes, we're gone. I don't even know where we're at anymore. He is by himself. He's got white hair. He's got like a demon tail. He's fucking becoming a centipede and shit. What is even life? Like, what happened to the consistency instead of just like, nope. And I'm like, God, dear God, man, I'm just so confused by it all. And don't get me wrong, at the end of it, I got it. Like, that was just me basically explaining the feelings that I had from going to season 1, good times, and then halfway point at season 2 just being like, what happened, man? We were on a great route. We were getting distance. And the one thing I love about the anime is it doesn't do the thing where it's just like, hey, guess what? The entire season takes place in a week. And so it's like, goddamn, like, wow. Instead, it takes, you feel like you're moving. Like, there's a lot of ground cover in each episode where you're not just like, Jesus, man, I'm just waiting around for ages for us to get somewhere. No, it's like, I think for like the entire series, at least 2 years pass in the first season, I think. Not the first season, I think, is a 1 year, like it's a full year just spread out. cut up into pieces whenever stuff actually happens. A bunch of crap that you never seen because it happened in the course of like a year or something like that. At least I think. I'm not sure about that. Some of you guys who might be reading the anime are like, hey, don't fucking lie. Okay, I'm like, I don't even know. But yeah, definitely good anime. Just season 2 kind of does this weird stuff where, again, you end up looking around being like, where the fuck am I? What is this? That's the only way I can kind of explain it. But season 3 is definitely gonna happen though, I feel, because that anime, you don't have how animes work is however successful they are in their country, but also in our country is how good it works. It's more so how successful it is in Japan than it is in the U.S. or the western side of the world, but still, that was widely loved, so anything like that is going to have a season 3 most likely. Very rarely do they not, and if they do, they usually just take a break and then they go hard again, which is the whole thing. But I don't think is it based off an anime or a manga? Sorry, I think so. Most animes are. I read something really quick, but I think it made her like lean towards that it was just built to be an anime, and that's what it did. Maybe I'm wrong. I probably am. But yeah, this was a quick anime talk. I mean, even I think it's someone else's name. Yeah, anime talk is already taken, so let's not do that. But yeah, I just want to quickly talk about that because I just felt, I don't know, I like anime, and I watched the whole 2 series of Tokyo Ghoul in my downtime, and it was great. Definitely a bit fucked, but hey man, not even close to Dead Man Wonderland kind of fucked. But yeah, anyway, again, don't message me shit. Please don't comment like, oh dude, you think that's bad? Check out this, because then my messed up part of my brain is gonna be like, we gotta check out what the hell that is, and then it ends up being like torture porn, which is just basically really disgusting horror shit that is only there to be terrifying and disgusting and to haunt you. It's not there for any purpose. It's just there to freak you out. It's okay. By the way, I just edited 2 Battleborns and 2 Overwatches for you guys, so. The first Overwatch one is going to be the Bro Duel, or not Bro Duel, the Weekly Brawl, sorry. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy those videos. Good old long video as always, just ranting about anime. Not really ranting, it's just me being like, hey guys, I like some anime. And I imagine this is going to spur all you guys to comment animes that you want me to watch, which I'm not going to lie about it. Again, I get, the reasons why I watch anime, the anime that I kind of like to lean against is animes that have goofy, weird Japanese perversion type shit in it, like just weird shit. Like there's, I think Baka and Test is kind of that, like where it's just this weird, goofy teenagers who are like super perverted in a way and are just goofy. Again, Freezing is the one I mentioned. There's kind of like that goofy awkwardness to it, which I just laugh my ass off because again, all the situations that happen in these anime would never happen, so it just makes me laugh to no end. I don't really like the serious anime. Like I know there's this one where it has to do with like time traveling, and it's like a redhead is in there, and then there's like this dude who's like a 20-year-old guy who's a scientist. I know there's those kinds of animes. I don't really gravitate to those because they're a little bit serious, and I don't know. I just don't really find those too great. I prefer comedy ones and like weird, goofy, those kinds of ones as well. Like another one that's great, but my God, does it have a lot of things that like are like, oh my God, Jesus Christ, that's a bit much. Is High School DxD, I think it's called. That one is, again, if you watch the first episode, you'll be like, my God, is there a lot of boob in this goddamn anime? Like it's like Jesus Christ. But the concept in that anime is like beyond cool. Like it's one of the coolest concepts for anything, I think. It has to do with like heaven and hell and fallen angels, and each group represents like a part that's battling with each other. And then your main protagonist is like a demon. He already gets contracted to be one, and he ends up having like a secret power in him, which you figure out in like the first episode, so it's not really a spoiler. But God, if there's any anime that I could get you to watch, it'd probably be that one. But go into it not being like one of those guys that I pointed out, not being like, this is fucking disgusting. This is a disgrace to anime art. And it's like, you need to fucking relax. It's a piece of art, just like you said. It could be whatever somebody wants it to be. And yeah, I don't know. I would suggest that because it's freaking great. I don't think it's on Netflix though, because like I said, it's a bit dicey for Netflix. But actually, I wouldn't say that. Netflix had Dead Man Wonderland on their site for a while, and that's like beyond fucked. But then again, yeah, they didn't even have that many. Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe Netflix is down with the horror genre or the like bloody genre, but not the like the Japanese genre. You know what I'm talking about. Anyways, yeah, that's gonna be it, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I'm gonna reply to comments, and yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy the rest of your day. And bye, guys.